Design Your Life. Style with Barry and Joni is brought to you by Harding Outdoor Living. Resort life is as easy as stepping into your own backyard.
Spring has sprung and we're taking it outdoors.
And we're going to show you how you can enjoy outdoor living all year round. Welcome to Design Your Lifestyle with Barry and Joni. I'm Joni Michaels.
And I'm Barry Lance.
And you know, outdoor living is simply so sweet, Barry.
Oh, a kiss from you?
More and more people are finding that living outdoors can be done all year round. For example, our friends here at Harding Outdoor Living have this great fire pit area. And that's a way that you can incorporate outdoor living all year round, right?
Even in Indiana, if you do a fire pit or something or a heater, you can enjoy the outdoor space all the time. It's not just in the summer.
Yeah, and we've got some great tips on how you can incorporate that lifestyle all year round. But we thought it'd be fun to take a look at how some of the celebrities live their life outdoors.
Yeah, I want to be a celebrity.
This is one of my favorite. My boyfriend, George Clooney. Let's take a look at his house.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yes, this is the courtyard in Los Cabos, Mexico. Features a design cement plaster table. Look at that L-shaped sofa, Barry.
And look at the way those lanterns are done.
Yes, and the fabric, and you've got the vintage pillows. Really brings out his, I think, personality because he's very sophisticated, very classy. Now, how can we take this and make that work for, say, you know, the average person that doesn't have his salary
Or that much space? Well, I think he capitalized on the use of that really large plaid fabric, you know, and it's understated. You don't always have to use hundreds and hundreds of accessories, and the lanterns.
Yeah, now
are really
what's a good
cool.
way to do those lanterns?
Well, you can wrap a glass lantern like that with twine, something organic, or if you want to feminize it, ribbon would be pretty.
This is Jennifer Aniston's home, and this is in the Beverly Hills area. And look at this. First of all, the view is breathtaking, but it's very simple.
Simple. Well, you know what's very key here? If you have a lovely area, and it doesn't have to be in LA, it can be in Indiana, beautiful shrubbery and beautiful landscaping, you don't have to over-accessorize it. Keep it clean
simple and natural, like Jennifer.
Just like her.
This is Diane Keaton's outdoor courtyard, and doesn't that look like her? So colorful.
So colorful.
You know, just look at the bright, those vases, the greens.
And look at the area rug. Isn't that great to bring an area rug in? So add your color, and you know what? Most importantly, always add your personality to your outdoor space.
What would my outdoor space look like?
Well,
we've got the rest of the show to figure it out.
Okay.
Everybody loves to take a break, a spring break, a mini vacation. Guess where we're going, Barry?
Where are we going?
My backyard.
I'll do that.
And you can take a break too in your backyard. Just make it an outdoor adventure. Outdoor living should add value to your home, your life. We're with the design team today from Harding Outdoor Living. We've got Brent, we've got Jory with us. And Jory, we were talking a little bit earlier. Sometimes you can't put a price tag on an outdoor structure. There's more to it than just that, you know, monetary price tag, right?
Absolutely. You know, your outdoor living space, it has value in terms of more than just the monetary value. When you have that destination in your backyard and you have a place to relax and entertain, it definitely adds value to your everyday life, yes.
Sort of like having a hotel right off your kitchen or your dining room or whatever, and like you said, stay home for spring break. And Brent, what about the cooking factor in these outdoor spaces?
Well, with the outdoor kitchens, you have a lot of options. A lot of times people do just a standalone grill. We call that a satellite kitchen. But we're seeing more and more people move to the standalone kitchens that have the refrigeration, the sink, everything you really need to do all your cooking and preparation outside without having to be separated from your guests and be, you know, going in and out of the house and, you know, letting, you know, insects and things into the house. Let's just keep the party outside, and that's really what the outdoor kitchen's about.
Barry never lets anyone go in his house.
Never.
Ever.
No one gets in to see the wizard.
Where is the, and this may sound like a strange question, but where is the best place to start with the design process? Brent?
Johnny, I'd say starting first with a methodical list of what your goals are. What is it you're looking to do? Is this a space for you and your husband or your wife or your significant other just to enjoy by yourself? Or are you having guests over every weekend where the whole neighborhood comes to your house? We really want to hit what your goals are. The scale of the site really depends on what your intended uses are.
Yeah, if your intentions are for that early married couple that they're not entertaining that much, that's altogether different than a family of 4 who's going to cook out a lot and get in the pool and everything. So as designers, you do that. You, like I do inside, you do outside. You network with them and find out what they want.
Harding Outdoor Living always delivers the wow factor, and we're going to be talking with them throughout the show today. So get ready for some great outdoor living. Put your best face forward during the warmer weather and use less product. That's right, ladies. Who doesn't want to do that? Jessica Cripps is here, makeup artist, hairstylist. Love seeing you, my friend.
Thank you, likewise.
And I know about with you, it is all about skincare, prepping the skin. So what are your tips?
My tips: never go to bed with your makeup on. That is rule number 1. Always cleanse the skin, do an exfoliating. Neutrogena has a great microderm system.
So a great thing to invest in.
Yes, absolutely. And can be done once, twice a week. Moisturize and SPF. SPF 30, gonna protect your skin, keep it from aging. People think that just because they're not going to lay out at the pool that they don't need to protect their skin, but driving in the car, it's gonna get your skin.
Exactly. You don't want to have that, that one side where you have all the brown freckles and stuff like that. So if the skin doesn't look good, the makeup is not going to go on very smooth. So
Exactly.
Great tip there. What to ditch?
Well, you're gonna get rid of your heavy foundations.
Just throw it in the ditch bowl.
Just throw it in the ditch bowl. You're gonna get rid of your dark colors, the plums, and you wanna start going with a brighter color, a more natural, pops of pink. Having a bronzer, a nice glowy bronzer is, don't go too crazy with it. You don't wanna look,
Right.
orange, but a great bronzer. I really enjoy this Tarte. It's a great brand, really good shimmer without looking over dramatic.
Right.
A mineral blush is gonna be very good. It's less heavy. In the hot weather, it's gonna be a lot more fresh looking.
So you're going to want to put those in the must-have bag.
Must-have bag,
Definitely.
yes.
And I think a lot of us tend to forget about our hair, during the warmer weather, because you really do need to treat it a little differently.
You do. Leaving a protective conditioner is really important. It also protects from the sun.
Do you have a favorite?
I really like sexy hair. It's
Who doesn't
healthy,
like sexy hair?
right?
Right.
But healthy, sexy hair is what it's called, and I love that one. It's great. You can also double it up as a scrunch spray and kind of go ditch your blow dryer, and let's put that in there.
Ditch bowl, right?
And really go with a natural look. Embrace your beauty, because that's what we want to do.
And maybe kind of stay away from the curling irons and the flat irons.
As much as possible.
Oh.
And when you stay away from the heat products, that's when your hair is going to grow more too, because we have so many people want long hair for the summer. So
Thank you, Jessica.
Absolutely.
So now you can always look fresh and dewy during the warmer months. Accessories can make or break the outfit, and what a great way to change up your look. Brittany Marie is here. Hi. Brittany Marie Styling. Good to see you, my friend. And it is so true. You can take an outfit and just change it so much by adding, the perfect accessories.
Absolutely.
What are some of your faves?
One of my favorite accessories, especially for the spring, is adding a pop of color with your nails. So easy. These are all some of my favorite spring colors. Nudes are really in right now, so we kind of have this really pretty brown, the bright spring colors, pastels as well.
And as far as bracelets go, what are we seeing?
Yeah, all this is from Cheeky Couture. We're seeing a lot of turquoise, pastel colors, golds as well. And you can mix and match silvers and golds. I know that's kind of like a folk tale that you shouldn't do that, but absolutely you can. You can mix and match.
Get in there and mix it all up, right?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about some pieces that are a must-have.
Absolutely.
Like leather.
My favorite
For summer,
accessory
leather?
is a leather jacket. Yes, absolutely. I mean, going out at night, even with a little cocktail dress, add your jacket, adds a little cute edge to it. throw on a little scarf with it as well.
Look at that. So cute. Gives it that pop of color. And there you've got
Absolutely.
the lighter colors for spring
Yeah.
or for summer, right?
Yes, definitely.
What about these little
These are
items?
from Unique Culture. These are kind of like my style saviors, excuse
Yeah.
me. The silicone cover-ups are great when you want to go braless or need to, under your tank or t-shirts. Hollywood fashion tape. I'm actually wearing it right now with my jacket. Keeps things in place. It's not moving around.
If you're outside and it's windy, everything's going to stay in place,
Yes.
right? Because we're all about that, ladies. Everything's
Absolutely.
staying in place. Let's talk about, you've got the lovely model with you today.
Yeah.
So what are we
you know,
gonna
just
do
a
here?
simple t-shirt, add a little necklace with it, and you instantly dress it up.
Yeah,
So,
and that's what's so cool about a simple tee.
Yep.
You know, you can really rock it out with just a big statement piece. You don't need any earrings. You don't need any
Absolutely.
bracelets. That is the focal point, right?
you can throw a jacket with that and some
Yeah.
heels.
Or you could probably, what, add a scarf to it?
Absolutely. Yes. Going out on a little shopping trip with your girlfriends, just throw on your scarf. Excuse me.
Because you want to save the bling, you know, for something a little more special. But with your girlfriends, yeah, just wear it.
Infinity scarves are really great. You don't have to think about them. You just throw them on, and they always look great, no matter what. Actually, the messier, the better.
Yeah, it's so great. And you know also that, I think, must-have fashion accessory, your smile.
Yes,
right?
personality is everything.
You have to love what you're wearing, commit
Yes.
to it, own it, right?
Absolutely. Confidence
Yes.
is key.
So have fun accessorizing, ladies. There's just something about enjoying a cocktail outside, right, Barry?
There is nothing like it.
Well, we brought in our good friend Jason Faust, mixologist manager of North End Barbecue and Late Harvest Kitchen, and you're going to show us how we can take moonshine and kick it up a notch.
That's right. We do have, believe it or not, an Indiana moonshine called Old 55 from Newtown, Indiana. It's just a corn whiskey. So we'll start there, and you can actually interchange any spirit you want with this cocktail. Vodka, it's really good with rum. We have some fresh pressed ginger juice, just puree ginger filtered. It's going to add a little bit of spice, being fresh ginger. Some fresh lemon.
Because a lot of people with a moonshine, obviously they think it's, it's a really strong.
Yes, it's not the stuff that's going to make your eyes cross.
Right.
This is a fresh passion fruit syrup by Royale, which you can find in the
you
store.
know, passion is my passion. Passion.
passion for cocktails, right?
And then we're just going to add some fresh mint.
Mint.
That's always
nice
good for
herbal
warmer
element.
weather.
Yeah.
Never enjoyed a cocktail outside on the patio at Late Harvest Kitchen or North End
Oh, it's
Barbecue.
pretty there.
We highly recommend it. It's
pretty
just
there.
a great setting, and of course you've got this wonderful award-winning mixologist
Look at the
that's
pretty
creating
glass.
the drinks. Jason, this
Nice
looks
Is that
great.
mint for some
mint or is that
aromatic.
base-
That's mint. Yep.
Okay, that's
Barry,
mint.
why don't you have the
Okay.
honors?
I'll give it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's give it the Barry taste test. Are his
Oh,
eyes
my.
crossed?
Hey, that's so the moonshine's from
That's so
Indiana.
interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Just up in south of Lafayette.
So good. Jason Faust, everyone, with North End Barbecue and Late Harvest Kitchen. Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend.
Cheers, Jason. We are here with Harding Outdoor Living, and you know the most critical part of any design is the original and first consultation. And
Well, you've got to gather the facts.
you got to get the facts. So I know how I do it, but Brett, I would like to know how you do it when you initially meet with your person about the design process.
Yeah, Barry. First, we like to sit down and figure out what the space is going to be used for. Is it for just the couple? Is it an intimate space, or is this for the whole neighborhood to come and gather around? Are you going to have a pool? Are you going to have an outdoor structure, an outdoor kitchen? What are the amenities that you're wanting? And we try to match the wants of the client with their budgets and make sure they can enjoy their outdoor living space.
Well, once you get that information, then you have a starting point.
Oh, yeah.
And isn't it just like almost like a menu? Then you can go off of that starting point, do everything on the menu, or select just the appetizer or the main course, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Barry. I mean, it's critical to find out exactly what the budget is that the client is working with, what are the things that they want to see incorporated into their design. And really, as designers, it's critical that we really listen and figure out how they're going to utilize the space in order for us to really follow through with a design that incorporates everything that they've wanted in their outdoor space.
Well, we're at a demonstration that you're doing. You do a lot of these. What are the tools of the trade? I mean, I know in other words, how do you help the potential client visualize what it's going to look like?
Well, we start out with a schematic diagram, a bubble diagram of the spaces, how it's going to be oriented, and then we move through into more refined versions, and eventually we come to a 3D rendering that we can show you exactly what you're getting. And that often helps paint the picture to where the client is really sold on what they're getting.
And just being with you this short time, I can see in you, as I see in better designers, a way of communication. Because we designers have to be able to communicate that process. And you know, if our clients don't really read blueprints, you got to be able to sketch it. You got to be able to explain it, and that's where a good design team is really appropriate, especially with outdoor spaces.
And I can tell you guys are a dynamic design team.
Dynamic
work
duo.
well together.
Absolutely. I think we complement each other very nicely.
Yeah, I do too.
That's great. So potential clients, come to Harding Outdoor Living and they can help you visualize the dream and deliver your dream of outdoor living. We've been talking about outdoor living today, and Barry, you can have $3.85 million on you.
Well, I'll find it. What am I buying?
Because you could buy this home from Alicia Keys. It's on Camelback Mountain in Phoenix, and as you can see, it's a glass house.
$3.85 million, a glass house built right into the mountains.
With views like that, though,
Yes.
I mean, look how minimalist it is.
Yeah, you don't have to do a lot of decorating when you can look out and see all of that beautiful landscaping.
What do you think about the big round bed with all the views?
Well, that's so Alicia Keys the way I know her, right?
The way you know her,
The way
yes.
I know her.
Beautiful wine cellar, just a gorgeous home. And we'll be back with Deborah Dorman, Cottages to Castles, after this.
Whether your outdoor lifestyle is centered around more intimate or bigger gathering spaces,
There's more to outdoor living than a patio. Resort life is as easy as stepping into your own backyard. With Harding Outdoor Living, Kevin Forbes of the Harding Group and a team of pro design landscapers can turn your vision into a reality beyond expectation.
Harding Outdoor Living brings the wow factor every time. And Kevin, tell me about your design philosophy.
Barry, our basic design philosophy is to create elegant, unique spaces for entertaining, relaxation, with the goal of transporting our customers from the frustrations and routine of everyday life to their own private resort.
Kevin, what sets you apart from the others?
Well, Harding Outdoor Living is a full-service firm. We have the visionary to create the imagination, we have the craftsman to turn it into reality, but Harding Outdoor Living is a part of the Harding Group, which is a company that has been around since 1960. They were born here in Indianapolis, and they know the entire central Indiana region very well.
Turn your outdoor living space into a conversation piece.
Resort living in your own backyard begins with Harding Outdoor Living.
I'm here with the Realtors Roundtable and my friends Deborah and Sherry and Clay, and we're going to talk about getting your home ready to sell. And I have to give you a little secret, y'all. I'm kind of a frustrated realtor, and I get to show a lot of houses in my profession. And I go into these houses and I think, you didn't make your bed, you didn't put the milk away, you didn't clean up the cat litter box, and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, you must run into that all the time. You can't sell something if it's not ready to show. So how do we get across to people to do that? Deborah.
Well, the first thing that you have to do when you walk into the house is, you have to create this sense of, they have to feel good about you, first of all. They have to feel comfortable about the realtor. But one of the most important things is getting that house staged and decluttered. The most important thing, because when you go to take pictures, that's what's going to sell the house on the internet.
Right, and people say, take away the personal things. Take away the 100
Absolutely.
photos of my dog
Right.
or whatever, and declutter a little bit. Just simplify everything, right, Sherry?
Right. I
Yeah.
always tell my sellers that you live in a home very differently than you sell one.
Okay.
And so taking the personal pictures off the wall, less is more always when you're showing a home. And so just start packing because you're moving.
packing, you're
And-
moving anyway.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And just that's what declutter to me means the
Right.
most. It's living in a home versus selling a home.
Yeah,
Two
even your
completely different.
closets, right, Clay? I mean,
Exactly.
people are going to open every cabinet door.
Oh, yes.
The
They are.
refrigerator,
Yep.
the cabinet. So in the closets, what do you tell people to do?
I mean, you leave some coats in there, but you don't want
Right.
it so that when you open it, it feels like everything's going to fall out at you.
Right.
You still have to live, but
Right.
you want to give this sense of spaciousness.
Yeah, I mean, I go into houses too. Like I said, I look in cabinets when you're not in the room, especially. But no, you got to look underneath and see what needs to be done. And I'm shocked at how, if some of these houses, I wouldn't buy them if they were, or give them away if they were free. So you need to get across to your sellers and then the people that come in. So Deborah, you're showing a house to somebody. Don't you find it an easier show and an easier sell if all those things have been taken care of?
Barry, absolutely. But I do think one of the most important things that sometimes we overlook is, it's so important for them to realize that we have now turned this into a business. We want to sell their house.
Absolutely.
We as realtors, don't we? We want to take the emotion out of them. We want to put
Right.
it all on our shoulders. So that's the beauty of having us helping them sell their
Right.
house.
And knowing how to declutter and how to minimize and everything. That
Exactly.
comes your expertise.
Right.
I mean, I could go in and say, clean this mess up. But, I mean, you know what buyers and people are looking for, Sherry.
Even like an organized pantry, for example.
right.
When you have a walk-in pantry, that's a really, even if we don't take a photograph of it for the actual listing, when people are walking through the house, it's a perceived higher value when things are organized.
Exactly. Even the garage. And you know how I feel about garages.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the same way. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Gray floors and white walls.
Right.
Perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
make it clean it up, sell the property, and sell it with Sotheby's. And how do people get a hold of you, Deborah?
Go to our indiescottages2castles.com and check out our partners, Indiana Restoration and Access National Mortgage.
Thank you for joining us.
Harding Outdoor Living creates very unique outdoor destination spots, Barry. And more people are wanting to spend time year-round in the backyard. You guys come in. This is the design team at Harding Outdoor Living. We've got Brent, we've got Jory. And do you ever find that people sometimes concentrate too much maybe on the front yard, the curb appeal, and then, I forgot about the backyard?
Sure, absolutely, Joni. It's to me, it's critical that your outdoor living space is not just a hardscape space in the backyard. We really do want to complement the space by bringing nature closer to where you're going to be relaxing and entertaining and enjoying your time. So to me, it's critical to have a landscape plan that's professionally planned out, that complements the space, aesthetic appeal, everything that it offers. It just makes the space feel that much more inviting.
Yeah, Brent, I bet you agree that softscaping, as I call it, the green factor, it also, it soundproofs a lot of things too.
Yeah, the landscape can be used in various ways. You can use it for screening, to act like a visual screen if you want to, hide some views from your neighbors or create private spaces around a hot tub maybe. Or if you're on the south side, you need some shade, maybe a nice oak tree can do the job. So the landscape really does play an integral part to making that microclimate that allows you to be outside all year long, so you are comfortable. So once you get that shelter from the landscaping, you can then add an amenity like an outdoor fire feature, something to extend the season to where you can enjoy it all year long.
Sounds good to me.
And I was also thinking, depending on the design and what the structure is, with a swimming pool, for instance, there are certain trees, obviously, you're not going to go with, right?
Yeah, you're going to want to cut down on the debris that comes off the tree. You're going to want to push the trees back away from the pool a little bit. You know, you're out around the pool. You usually want the sun, but if you don't, then maybe that's a good opportunity to have an outdoor structure where you can create some shade right next to the pool without the leaf debris.
All kinds of ideas. You guys are great. I love your design sense. I love your ideas.
Thanks.
And I like this really important blend of the landscaping factor with the hardscaping factor of stone and pavers and all the things that you're known for.
Yeah, Harding, we actually, Jory and I have a great connection. We play off each other. His expertise is in the natural stones, the travertine. My expertise is in the decorative concrete. So we try to play off each other and allow each material to be used in its best possible way.
Perfect. Just like us.
Yeah,
Playing off
exactly.
each other.
Thanks, guys, so much. Harding Outdoor Living, let them make your dreams a reality. Closed captioning for Style with Barry and Joni is brought to you in part by Contemporary Dental Concepts. Dr. John Lau has been creating healthy, beautiful smiles for over 20 years with 2 convenient locations in Carmel and Frankton. For a complimentary consultation, call 317-575-TEETH. Come in as patients, leave as friends. And Winslow Facial Plastic Surgery and Medical Spa, where we help you put your best face forward. Visit indieface.com. When it comes to living your lifestyle outdoors, it should always reflect your personality, just like the indoors does. And this week on Style This, we've got some great tips for doing just that. Okay, earlier we were talking about my style.
Right.
So what did you come up with for me?
Well, I have a pitch for you, Joni. I think I've got you all fixed up here. First of all, I think you should go like in purples and blues. So maybe down into these colors would be great for your outdoor area. You ought to have a lilac tree, some rhododendrons, and that, you know, that watery blue feeling. But look at the picture.
I kind of like that bohemian feel.
Yeah.
Obviously, I go for the shades of the purples and the blues.
Well, in this, you know, in this picture, you'll see, really, you can do this yourself. A lot of people can do this. All you need is some aluminum and some posts. You can also use it with clothesline, and you can simply string.
I was going to say, that's just like string, right?
It's like string, and you hang fabric up to give you that easy breezy feeling.
Right.
And it gives you a little privacy.
I love it.
And isn't that pretty?
And it's on my budget.
And a lot of the rattan, they just simply move this out into a gravel bedded area and created an outdoor room.
And you know what I also like about this look? It's very peaceful and outdoors, but you can bring your nice china outside if you want, or you can bring those, you know, those good dishes that you don't like to use.
Right.
And that just kind of offsets, you know, you've got the low-key exterior going on, and then you've got the really nice, the plates and the dinner settings.
She so gets it. She's been with me long enough now. She gets it.
I love this. This is a great idea, but I think the key here is to think about, you know, your personality, what you want to say, and then just reflect that.
It's very easy. It's very analytical. Just to analyze.
Enjoy the great outdoors, and thanks to Harding Outdoor Living, our wonderful style pros. Always visit them. They've got wonderful build and design ideas. And we'll see you next time on Design Your Life, Style with Barry and Joni.